It's that time of the month again, TBR time. However, we're doing things a little bit differently. As some of you may know, I am currently 8 months pregnant. When you guys see this, I'm probably a couple of weeks away from my due date. I am pre-filming this a little bit. This is all my July and August hopefuls. I will be doing a little bit of a break because obviously I'll be having a new baby. I am seeing this as like maternity leave. I have pre-filmed a bunch of videos which are mostly sit-down videos for July and August, but I just wanted to kind of get some books together that I'm hoping to read while in the trenches of having a newborn. Firstly, we are going to be using the TBR jar just to pull a few prompts. There are some books that I really want to get to as well, which won't be in video form, so let me know down below in the comments if you would prefer to see it in a video. Then I'll kind of just sweep it to the side. These are going to be all the books that I've picked out for myself that I want to read, and that is kind of non-negotiable because I would love to get to them, especially in the times when she's napping or I have a little moment to myself. These are books that I'm hoping I can read. I don't want to leave it to chance with the TBR jar. The first book over here is actually an ARC that I found at a charity shop, and it is called The Man Made of Smoke by Alex North, and this is a thriller. At the back, the tagline says, "You never forgot the day you met a serial killer, the day you were too scared to stop them, but now, years later, your dad has gone missing. Maybe you were right to be scared." A terrifying new thriller from the internationally best-selling author of The Whisper Man. Don't know what that is, but I thought that looked really interesting. It came out last year, it looks like, or the ARC came out last year, so I'm very excited for this because I've just been in a really thriller-y mood, but that's because it's winter in South Africa. The next book I really want to pick up is this one by Laura Stevens, and she wrote Our Infinite Fates, if I'm not mistaken, and she's also wrote Silver Cloak, but it's under a different pen name. So this is the Society for Soulless Girls, and this sounds really interesting. Apparently it's like a retelling of Jekyll and Hyde but sapphic. That sounds really interesting. It is also YA, so I'm assuming it will be really fast-paced, but again, it's got dark, eerie vibe, perfect for the weather and the season. The Merciless Ones by Namina Fauna. This is the sequel to The Gilded Ones. I really like this. I don't like solid sprayed edges though normally, but I don't know, it just makes the book look so gorgeous. It is by a black author that I'm really enjoying. It involves like demons and different mythical creatures, and it is also fantasy, but like more of like a African style fantasy. So very excited to continue this series. And it says, "Will they see us as warriors or monsters? Goddesses will rise, empires will fall, and one girl holds the power to change it all. A young heroine faces an impossible choice. Is she the key to saving her kingdom, or is she its greatest threat?" Very exciting. This was so like political and high stakes. Like it was just so much fun. I had a great time with this world building, so I thought it's about time that I pick up the second book, and I do have the third book in the trilogy as well, but we'll try and finish this one first. Then this is high up on the priority, Release Me by Tahira Murphy. I still haven't picked this up. I've had it for like 2 months, I want to say, and I just haven't had the time to pick it up, so I don't want to leave it to chance for the TBR jar. I'm just going to add it to my list and hopefully read it very soon. Another ARC that I picked up at the charity shop is It Should Have Been You by Andrea Mara. I actually read this synopsis on my Vlogmas video, and it sounded so interesting. It is a thriller, and I can't wait to see what it's about. I haven't really read the synopsis yet, but it says, "Look what you started. You press send. Your message is full of secrets about your neighbors. It's meant for your sister, but it doesn't reach her. It goes to the entire local community WhatsApp group. Now everyone knows what you did. As rumors spread like wildfire through the picture-perfect neighborhood, you convince yourself that people will move on, that this will quickly be forgotten, but then you receive the first death threat, and someone wants you dead. The next day, a woman has been murdered, and what's even more chilling is that she had the same address as you, 26 Oak Park, but in a different part of town." So I think I've heard of someone who's read this before. I cannot wait to pick this up. I think it might be the first thing I pick up after coming back from the hospital, because it just sounds like such a high-stake book. I don't know. It sounds very interesting. But anyway, these are all the books. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them that I really want to get to, non-negotiable with the TBR jar. There's also one book on my Kindle that I'd really love to pick up, and that is Daggermouth. I've had that on my Kindle for a while as well. I just haven't had the chance to pick it up because of all my other videos that I've been filming. So Daggermouth is going to be as well. But with that being said, we're going to pick 5 books from the TBR jar now. So that will be 11 books for 2 months, which is normal for me. I usually read about 8 books in a month, but obviously with a newborn, we don't know. This will kind of just give me an idea of what I want to read during this time, and then we'll be back and better than ever when she's a little bit older. So let's go ahead and pull some prompts, give it a shake. Okay, I don't have many left, but we'll see what we get. One of my stickers just fell off. Let's see. Show you guys first. What does that say? I hope you can see. A book you know nothing about. Well, I guess. I don't know. I kind of know something about all the books on my TBR job because that's why I bought it. So maybe I should pick something. Actually, here's a book. The Shadow Sister by Lily Mead. I just read the top tagline. I didn't read the whole synopsis. And it just says, what happens when your sister disappears and then returns, changed in ways trauma alone can't explain. I just bought it because I really liked the cover. I'm not going to lie. So this could be a strong contender. Yes, I don't know much else about that. Just grabbing my Kindle. There is a book that I actually saw on here this morning that I was thinking I want to read, but I don't know anything about the book. It's called On Wings of Blood by Briar Bolane. I'll pop a picture up here. I don't know anything about that, but I've heard people say really good things about it. And then there's another one called Deal with an Elf King, and it's called Married to Magic. So it's the first book in a series. I've heard Belteries actually go crazy for that book. She absolutely loves it, and it's some sort of like villain retelling or Disney retelling, something like that. Just telling by what I have on my TBR so far, I think I might go with On Wings of Blood, a Kindle book for once. So yeah, that's going to be our first pick for a book I know nothing about. Is going to be On Wings of Blood. I have no idea what it's about. Second prompt. Don't know if that's upside down or not. Or if you'll be able to see it. Yeah, it was upside down. Read a book you've been thinking about. Oh, okay. I have one exactly in mind for this. And I was actually hoping that I got it because this morning I was thinking about it. There's a book I really, really want to reread. Let me go get that. And here it is. I've been dying to reread this book because I did a short comparing Once Upon a Broken Heart to Caraval and which one you need to read and if you do need to read any. And a lot of people challenged me and say that Ballad of Never After is better than Once Upon a Broken Heart. And I disagree. So I said I would reread the series. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to add Once Upon a Broken Heart as a reread. It was a 5-star. I'm hoping it's going to be a 5-star still. Next prompt. So this is the third one. We haven't had a blue one yet. Is that upside down? Maybe. Lowest rated Kindle book. Okay. How do we do this now? I'll open each one. My lowest rated Kindle book. Okay. I'm just going to go on Goodreads and I'll just show you first because I can't screen record on my Kindle. So these are all the books that I have on my Kindle. The first page, no, is that the first page? No, let's go to the first page. So these are all the books on the first page, second page, and third page. So there's only one on the third page. So let me go through my Goodreads and I will let you guys know which one is the lowest. If things have changed, I just had to get up and go to the toilet quickly. We have 4 options. First being Heir of Broken Fate by Mads Rafferty, and that has like a 3.6 rating. Then we have Isolation Island by Louise Minch, and that has a 3.5. We have Credence, which has a 3.6, and we have Deal with an Elf King, which is also a 3.6. So obviously 3.5 is much lower than 3.6. So that's going to be our next read, which is Isolation Island by Louise Minchin. Is that what it's called? Louise Minchin. Sorry, Louise Minchin. Our lowest read from our Kindle. Fourth prompt, almost done, second last. Obviously, I don't have a wrap up for you guys just yet. Oh my gosh, because I'm not finished June yet. I don't know if I will do a wrap up. I just looked at it already, but let me see. A book about or involving social media. Sorry. There we go. A book about or involving social media. How am I supposed to know that? Oh, obviously that cuts out any fantasy, right? Ooh, what about this one? This one? I think that's it. Everything else doesn't have any social media in it, I don't think, or it shouldn't. What about this one? Let's have a look. Okay, so I have Nightshade by Autumn Woods, but I'm not entirely sure if it has social media in it, but it is a dark academia. But then I have Famous Last Words by Gillian McAllister. I don't know if this has social media in either, but it could. It's Camilla's first day back at work, her daughter's first day at nursery, but Luke, husband and father, is nowhere to be seen that morning. Camilla tries to put it out of her mind. She must have forgotten something. At work, there are welcomes back and too many distractions. Then it starts. Breaking news. There's a hostage situation developing in London. Then the police arrive. They tell you Luke is caught up in it, but he isn't a hostage. Your husband, doting father, writer, enthusiastic runner, and eternal opposite pessimist is the gunman. What you do next is crucial because only you know what the note he left behind that morning says. It sounds like that could be. Wait, I see something here. I shouldn't really be doing this. I'm going to give myself spoilers, but I don't know if it is. There, what's that? That's a receipt. There seems to be some mixed media in here. Safari search page. WhatsApp messages. So that could be it. And then we have people we meet on my vacation. I know I don't love Emily Henry, but I did watch this movie and I really liked it. So I thought I'd try the book out. I don't know if it still has some social media in it though. So I don't know. I'm not entirely sure if it does. It's winter, so I don't really want to read this book. So I'm going to pick between these two. And I think I'm going to go with Nightshade. I hope I'm correct with saying that there is some sort of social media in here. There is emails. So at least they have the internet. So let's put Nightshade on here. I'm not entirely sure if it has anything involving social media on it. So this is our second last book. That was kind of difficult. Last prompt, guys, for a long while. Another orange. Hopefully it's a good one. What does that say? A book that has been on your TBR for over a year. That could be a lot. All of these are fairly new. These I got the end of the year. That is new. This one is new. Got that in December. This one I got last year on my birthday, and it is almost when I'm filming this, it's almost my birthday again. That is about it. Everything else is fairly new-ish. Let me move over. Oh my gosh. Being pregnant sitting on the ground is not a great time. This book has been on my TBR since last year, my birthday, like I said. So it's been well over a year when you guys see this, but from when I'm picking it, my birthday's in a couple of weeks. So yeah, this has been on for a very long time. I've been putting it off because I've heard polarizing things about it, so I'm not entirely sure if I will like it. These three books, Aspects by John M. Ford, The Light That Binds Us by Andy Darcy Theo, and An Inheritance of Magic by Benedict Jacker. These are all from my Reading Books Under 10K reviews video, so I bought these over a year ago. That's what I meant to say. I'm caught between these two. I really want to read it. I paged through this and I saw like illustrations in it, which makes me really want to read it. And then this one has just been on for so long and I don't know when I'm going to get to it. What do I do? I think I'm just going to go with this one. We'll go with The Light That Blinds Us by Andy Darcy Theo. It just says, when consumed by shadow, even the faintest light can blind. After a childhood haunted by hallucinations, Alexis Michael's only comfort is the blue amulet he's had since, a male protagonist. That's not normal for me. Since before he can remember. Now the visions have gone and Alexis craves a normal life. But when a strip of Stonehenge unites him with three other teens carrying similar gems, normality is abandoned and they plunge into a hidden world of power-wielding elements and told they are destined to save the world from an eternal night. But a dark past plagues Alexis and they prepare to defeat their enemy, and a looming secret sets to corrupt the mission, their lives and his mind. 4 friends, 4 powers, or 1 epic destiny. Sounds very interesting. It's elemental magic, I guess, which I absolutely love. So we're going to add this one. And that is all the books. Let's do a quick run through. For the prompt, a book that has been on my TBR for over a year. We have The Light That Blinds Us by Andy Darcy Theo. A book about or involving social media. I didn't know what else to choose. I'm not entirely sure. I'm hoping that this has some sort of social media in it, but I'm really, really excited to read this, and I haven't had a prompt to pick this up yet, but I'm so excited. So very happy that this has made it onto the TBR. Lowest rated Kindle book. I'll pop a picture up over this, but it's Isolation Island by Louise Minchin, and this has a 3.5 rating. A book that I would like to reread is Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber, and a book that I know nothing about, On Wings of Blood. I'm very excited to actually try that out. I also like that I have 2 Kindle books on here, so if when I'm in hospital I can take my Kindle along and not have to lug some physical books with me. Then for the books that are non-negotiable and I want to get read regardless of the prompts, It Should Have Been You by Andrea Mara, Release Me by Tahira Mafi, The Merciless Ones by Namina Fauna, The Society for Soulless Girls by Laura Stevens, and The Man Made of Smoke by Alex North. These are all the books that we will hopefully be reading in July and August while I'm in my postpartum era. I'll let you guys know what I did get read and what I didn't after my husband leaves. I'm not sure how long that will take, but he goes back to the UK, so I definitely will let you guys know what I've read and what I haven't read. Wish me luck with delivery and all of that. I am so so scared for that part, but very, very excited to welcome her into the world. I've just bonded so heavily with her in my belly. I just cannot wait to see her face and squish her. It's very, very, very exciting. But also do comment below if there's any of these books you'd like to see a video on. Who knows, maybe I can try something. Maybe I'll have the best baby in the world and she'll be super good and I can film videos. Highly unlikely. But that being said, thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you so much for your support throughout this time. Like I said, this is my last live video that I'm filming. The rest are all pre-filmed sit-down videos. Please go and give that a like and also subscribe if you want to keep up with me. I also do have a lifestyle channel where you'll be able to see more of being a mom or becoming a mom and lifestyle, nesting, all of that. I will link that down in the descriptions if you want to see more of the real-time stuff. Other than that, I will see you all very soon. Bye, guys.